Um, and I'm gonna be doing videos pretty much about everything. I just really made this channel really focus on the black man. But I got sermons I might come up on here with. Cause I'm a man of God first. So this channel gonna be pretty much a wild card. And I want to speak about anything that's going on in today's world. I want to speak on, and I want to briefly speak about this situation with Dak Prescott. Um, and I want to be clear. I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, die hard, always has been. I really hate the Cowboy with a passion. I just do, cause it really is a fan, but it is what it is. But I want to speak in defense of Dak real fast. And I notice how it's like everybody talking about Dak, everybody talking about Dak, everybody talking about Dak, right? And how he choke in the playoffs and he do. I'm here to rectify the truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I'm here to rectify the truth. Dak is a choke artist, right? But why nobody talking about how Josh Allen a choke artist? Josh Allen is a choke artist. He haven't made it to the big game yet. He got all the pieces, defense, receive. He got everything that he need, even a great coach. Why nobody talking about Josh Allen being a choke artist? I'm gonna tell you why. Because Dak is a cowboy. Dak got that star on his helmet. And I'm gonna show you something about Dak. See, when you play for Dallas, you automatically, Dallas is supposed to be America's team. Dallas got probably one of the only owners who very vocal week to week with his radio show, talking to the media. When you go to Dallas, you got a lot of pressure on you, bro. And some people in life just can't listen. Some people in life is just not good with pressure. Now, granted, that got his contract. They basically really like had to give him the contract. He basically like strong on him because it's like he was, he had his agent was standing on what he was standing on. His numbers, analytics, and and the market was set at that particular time. So he had to get what he had to get. But we know Dak don't deserve $40 million a year. But the thing is, this is the thing. Dak is a good quarterback. Dak is a good quarterback. I'm gonna show you somebody else that played before Dak, Tony Romo. Tony Romo is a good quarterback, right? But what their issue was, both of them have the same issue, right? Both of them have the same issue that they went to a team that is too highly publicized with Jerry Jones. They not the type players that is, because they wasn't. These are two guys, Tony Romo, Dak Prescott. These are two guys who, even though Dak was in the SEC, nobody even really heard of Dak to his last year in college. And Romo come from Eastern Illinois, some small school. So these guys not come from. They wasn't no VHTs. They wasn't very highly tutored coming out of high school. They wasn't no. They wasn't dealt with pressure, and in life they might have just wasn't good with pressure. But dealing with the pressure of putting that star on your helmet, only a few can handle. Most can't, especially playing at the quarterback position. The quarterback position is the most important position on the field. And Dak is just not that guy to be in that position for Dallas. Dak is a good quarterback. He's an NFL quarterback. I'm not taking nothing from him. But for Dallas, he's just not good enough for Dallas. He's not good enough for Dallas. There's too much pressure on him. This is why you don't hear anything about Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen doing the same thing. Josh Allen, now he ain't been in the league as long as that, but he doing the same thing. He choking in the playoffs every year. Man got blew out by Cincinnati yesterday. He choking in the play. He doing the same thing with a great team, great coach. He doing the same thing, but nobody gonna talk about Josh Allen like that because he played for the Buffalo Bills, and nobody don't really expect much out the Buffalo Bills. So they overperform, making it this far in the playoffs. But when you Dak Prescott and you playing with that star on your helmet, you're going to be highly scrutinized and you're going to be highly celebrated if you're successful. and you're gonna be highly scrutinized if you're not. And it's just that simple, man. And that's the thing about Dak, man. I ain't want to speak on it long, but I just wanted to say that about Dak and why nobody talking about Josh Allen. It's because he got that star in his helmet, and it's clearly Dak cannot deal with that type of pressure. He can't, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, because Jerry Jones, one thing, even though I always hated the Cowboy, I do love Jerry Jones. The reason why I always love Jerry Jones, because he give brothers chances that nobody else would give them. And so, I always had a lot of respect for Jerry Jones. I love Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones getting old, man. And I don't know how many years. I think Dak got like 2 or 3 more years in the contract, and Dak just not that guy. He not gonna win. The backup quarterback for Dallas was a better option. And the reason why I feel like Cooper Rush was the better option for the Dallas Cowboys, not because he's better than Dak, because we all know he's not, but Cooper Rush understood his position. He understood what his role is, and he complemented the defense. Whereas Dak could go out there, and because he getting paid $40 million, he want to stunt. And not so much when I say stunt, like for example, if you buy a Timex watch from Walmart, you expect that watch to just tell time. That's all you expect it to do, right? But if you go spend $30,000 on a diamond Rolex, you buying that to do more than tell time. You buying that to shine and show off and get praise and get, that's what you buying that for. You know what I'm saying? And Dak is the Rolex, and Cooper Rush is the Timex watch. And he understand that he's a Timex watch. See, Dak know he's a Rolex, and he's trying to play like a Rolex, but he just don't have the skill, and he can't deal with that pressure. Cooper Rush is the Timex. He's the Timex. He know how to tell time. He gonna tell the time. He gonna go out there, make a few throws, pass. And some people may say, well, he lost Tony Pollard. Okay, I give you that. That is a reason, because Dak also is a guy who need everything to work at the right time for him to be great. And losing Tony Pollard, explosive as Tony Pollard is out the backfield, explosive as he is as a screen catcher, he's just a great all-around back. That is a big chunk of, reason why they lost. But the defense played great. And I mean, some of the coaching wasn't the best in my opinion. But, Dak just not that guy. And, Cowboy fan that may hear this, man, I'm sorry to let you know, man, y'all not going to win nothing with Dak. Because Dak cannot handle the pressure of having that star on his helmet and being a Cowboy. Troy Aikman handled it. And I'm not gonna go farther back than that, because when Jerry came, it was another league. It was another thing. Jerry turned the Cowboys not only into one of the wealthiest, if not, I think it is the wealthiest sports organization, but Jerry is a show. Jerry is a he want to be involved, and he add a lot of pressure to the team as well. And so when they don't perform well, he's very vocal, and I respect him. You know what I'm saying? I done invested my money in something. I'm going to be vocal about it too. I'm not going to, but I mean, like I said, I love Jerry. But, man, that's just what it is on Dak. It's not that Dak a bad quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's an NFL pro quarterback. He got great intangibles. He's a great guy. But dealing with playing quarterback position, he's not going to ever win nothing for the Cowboys. Why is that? They under too much public scrutiny. There's too much pressure on them. And that spotlight is always on Dallas Cowboys to fail. And so he's just not that guy. He's not the guy for Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry to break the Dallas Cowboys' heart. This is why they're not talking about Josh Allen. Josh Allen, he exceeded expectations. He's a Buffalo Bill, bro. Nobody expecting him. I mean, people are expecting them to win now because they're good. They got good personnel. You know what I'm saying? Players and coaches, and they up and coming, and they've been great for the last couple of years. But Josh Allen been choking the playoff, turning the ball over just like that. And so but nobody talking about him. Why is that? Once again, because he played for the Buffalo Bills. You put that star on your helmet, a different. And they got people like that in life. Because like I say, Romo was the same way. Romo was a great quarterback, 4,000 yards every year. This dude got to be in the Hall of Fame, but he just couldn't. They got people like that in life. When everything going good and or nobody really, they off the radar. But once they get on the radar and people start, scrutinizing them and they get in the public eye or they go under pressure, they can't perform the same. Some people just can't perform under pressure, and that's the issue with Dak. Same issue with Romo. Same issue with Dak. They just can't perform under pressure, man. So Jerry getting up in age, man. I hope he take care of his health. To get out of this contract eventually 2-3 years, because I don't think they're gonna re-sign Dak, and hopefully they get somebody in the draft who able to take on that position as being a Dallas Cowboy quarterback. The team should continually improve every year. You might get a receiver this year. I get a quarterback next year. Give CeeDee Lamb somebody number two. Give him a number two receiver, and just continue to improve the team and get ready for post Dak, because I don't know this, but I believe after this contract, Dak's stint with the Cowboys is gonna be over, or he gonna take a hell of a bargain. Because he really took him to the bank. He really strong on him, you know what I'm saying? He got $40 million out of them people, bro. And everybody and their mama and their grandma know that Dak did not deserve that $40 million, but because that's what the market was set at that time, and his analytics looked good, he had to get what he had to get. His agent apparently is a great agent. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say on that, man. I just wanted to speak on it. I'm going to be speaking about sports and different little things, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, this channel, is really focused on trying to get my people on the black king, the black queen. Not all my people, because a lot of black people, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of blacks, men and women, they just ain't going to get it, and they going to fall by the wayside. But I want to thank y'all for listening to me, and God bless.